You know, I haven't done in a while. Best and worst movies. Yep, that's right. It's back. We haven't done it since 2022, and now we're bringing it back. There are lots of movies from last year and this year that are pretty good and are pretty bad. And there are some movies I've seen myself from very long time ago I like to talk about. So once my friends join, we'll get started. Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
how's it going with you?
Going good for a Sunday.
It was pretty good for me as well.
Yeah, what you do?
Nothing much. Just normal church stuff, and I'll just mess around YouTube and kind of like close my eyes for a bit until I got the signal. So yeah.
Okay. I have a great announcement when everybody comes in. I already told Fresh I'm asking my bum to tell everybody. It was something unexpected, but shit, I'm so glad this happened. Alright, Mastermind just texted me. He said that he'll be here in a minute.
Okay. I'm putting the list you sent me on Instagram. I copied linked it and put it in private chat so everyone can see it. All right.
I don't know if you should do that. Listen, if you guys want to put your movies down in the private chat, just let me know, because I have the list with me right now, so don't struggle.
Well, I mean, I just gonna like
No, I'm saying don't put it because it won't be enough to, because you can't write that much on StreamYard. That's the thing.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So
I
if you guys
forgot.
want to put a movie down, just put in the private chat. I'll confirm with you guys if we've talked about it before.
Okay.
The hell? What do you mean? There's no link, Fresh? There's the link. Wait, there's a link over here. Maybe try to put the link again, because Fresh says he doesn't see it.
Hang on.
I guess I'm the host. Okay then. Hi, I'm Blitzy Fresh 100. I'm the host for today. We're gonna talk about the worst and best movies. Even though this is not my channel. Yeah. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing good. Also, hi Jude. Uh, This little penguin named Archie from Donkey Kong just chilling over here with my homies. I don't know where my homies going, but I do hope that everybody has a great Sunday. I'm just here by myself right now, and yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm back.
I didn't mean to act it out.
Don't worry. I was just talking to everybody while you're gone.
Okay, let me post a link again. Also, hi Judd. How come it doesn't allow the private chat to post like a long sentence?
Because there's a limit. There's also limits to like when you have to write a description on YouTube. It's like 5,000. So StreamYard also has a limit with that too with writing.
Oh, I see. Welcome, Fresh.
So,
How are you?
doing as good as I can. And y'all?
Pretty good, yeah. Yeah. Strange how you didn't see the link beforehand. I saw the screenshot right now. That's kind of strange.
Because, well, and that probably freaking whatever. Like, the world is going to crap anyway. So there's, like, yeah, couldn't see it.
All right. But yeah, I told this to Christian, and when Mastermind is here, I'll explain the rules here. Well, while we're here, I guess I can make that announcement now. So for everybody watching, recently there's gonna be a new Venom anime movie. Gonna be produced and writing by Seth Rogen.
Wait, why would Seth like have a animated movie of Venom?
Well, here's the thing though. When I first, I'm sorry for cutting off, but when I first saw this morning, because I saw this on TikTok and the internet, that Seth Rogen is now going to produce and write a new Venom anime movie for Sony, I'm like, wait, this could be actually interesting because I trust him with this project because with TMNT Mutant Mayhem, so I was like, yeah, I can see this.
Okay. Also, what are you gonna say, Fresh?
Well, he actually did, like, sum up the Mutant Mayhem part. That's what I was going to bring up. But, yeah, like, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for the update.
No problem.
Well, since he is gonna make a new Venom movie, I hope he doesn't disappoint.
Well, yeah, because with other than like Mutant Mayhem and with his live action movies and anything else, he does really good writing. I must admit.
Yeah. So, who do you think he should play as Venom?
So with Seth's experience, because in Mutant Mayhem, he got his like closest friends to voice like the mutants or anything like that. So beyond, if you could go with a close friend or like somebody that we want to expect to play Venom in the future, that's a thing.
Well, we don't know what he's got up his sleeve, but I can't wait to see how it would look. Do you think it might be the same animation as a Mutant Mayhem?
Could be, yeah, it's a possibility. Yes, that is correct. Recent news. It actually came like, yeah, this news actually came like 2 weeks ago, but I recently got the news because they first announced this around March 8th.
Wow. And do you think? Oh, I know Eddie Brock is mainly the main Venom, but there are other versions of Venom that can Venom besides Eddie Brock, so we don't know who's going to be the Venom.
I mean, Seth is also clever because when they were, doing the casting, I was really shocked that he got to play Bebop, even though Bebop's been played by black actors for live action and animation, even though Barry Gordon, who is a white actor, played him first. But with his story about like how he was just a pig and then mutated into a warhog, that's kind of a clever story if you think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, and another thing. And when you said, like, rules and stuff, are we just going to just movies in general or movies like from Netflix, like what
No.
Mastermind
So
mentioned?
I explained this to Mastermind and Christian yesterday that we could go beyond with this. That's what I explained. Also, if you have a movie, please check it in the private chat first beforehand because I have the movies we already discussed in the past. So like if you have any movies you want to talk about now, just put in the chat.
Okay, because I was just getting ready to like question because I thought it was just a little bit misleading because like beforehand, it could have been like mentioned like before, but Well, thanks for the update again.
No problem. How
This is the end. Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a live action movie. Listen, with movies, you could go live action too. Don't forget about that.
I know. I just like bring out the movies, anime movies I've seen, and I did put twins. So
Thanks for giving that away.
oh, thank you. What?
No problem.
All the bright places. Oh, I like that pun.
It's not a pun. Like, it's an actual movie.
I know, but I like the clever way of putting it, though.
Mr. Joseph, we already talked about Spider-Man No Way Home in the past. So, yeah.
Oh, since I have seen the Harry Potter films, I could add them in, but not like all of them. I'll add a few.
Alright. It's alright.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you. Hey, Cam, long time no see.
I was not gonna put this originally, but I'll put it anyways.
We can also add in Across the Spider-Verse. I mean, I know Fresh has seen it.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Half the people didn't see it, so I don't want to like spoilers or anything. That's the thing.
I don't really care anymore because, like, I mean, it'll be a long time for me to see it, and I don't mind
Wait a
spoilers
minute,
anymore.
Christian. It's on Netflix. Across the Spider-Verse.
I know it is, but I whatever. I don't know. What am I saying?
G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. Isn't that the live action one? That's like one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, because I know there was live action ones, and I heard they were horrible and all that. That's why I always prefer the animated like shows and anything like that. But apparently they're gonna bring back G.I. Joe because from the Rise of the Beast, of course they're gonna collaborate soon.
How'd you get introduced to G.I. Joe?
Well, yes, and Hub when the original show used to come on.
I used to have like I think both Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow as a birthday present in 2009, and another one how I got just was a commercial on VHS of Transformers the 1986 movie where it showed one of those. So yeah.
I also
Oh, look what
enjoyed
it is! It's Blue Cario.
it's Lucario.
What up?
What's up? So how's it going, Mastermind?
Doing good. I was doing my laundry just a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
So I think we have enough movies for now, and then like add them for later. So y'all ready?
Yes.
I am.
Okay, starting us off. Let's go.
Okay, let me. Oh, here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Mutant Mayhem.
Yes, one of the best movies of 2023. Hey to that because Yeah, this was a great story, and then just hearing the story about it, because before this production ever happened, back in 2020, Seth Rogen revealed he's doing his own TMNT movie. He was not confirming if it was going to be like kind of like dark in a way, like the Michael Bay ones, or like kid friendlier in a way. But it was really surprising to get actual teenagers to play the turtles for this project.
I first learned about this in the 2023 Kids Choice Awards. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and the cast, my God, it was beautiful as hell.
Yeah,
Yep.
and Blitz even predicted one of the voices for the characters. He predicted Jackie Chan to voice Splinter.
I mean, yeah, it was no brainer because if you think about it, Jackie Chan, Seth Rogen, good friends ever since Kung Fu Panda. But I was like, it could be a good choice. But yeah, so yeah, of
Yep.
course. Oh, go ahead, Mastermind.
Well, I was just saying yep, and like you can go ahead. Like I have some stuff to say as well, but I'm gonna let you finish up.
So it all begins is in the past where all these soldiers were commanded by Cynthia Umchong to like get the mutagen from Baxter Stockman. Now we don't get to see Baxter that much, but we see a little bit of him. I gotta say I like the design. What do you guys think?
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
and of course it's attacking, and then of course the mutagen went off, and then years later we see the turtles, and I gotta say the style of it looked like of course across the Spider Verse and all that. I like that animation as well.
Yep, and
Yeah,
of
I love
course
how like how the rough sketches there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, it's
That's
okay.
okay.
Like, and of course basically of course we all know Baxter's in the past. And all the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we all know Baxter Stockman was supposed to be the real Superfly, but I guess now for this one, he stays human, and Superfly's his son.
Well,
Yeah,
dude, Superfly is supposed to be an original character, though. Like, you meant he's supposed to turn into a mutant fly.
yeah.
Hi, Nines are.
Hello.
How's it going, Nazard?
Nothing much. So, I'm just kind of like looking at the worst rated horror movies that I do not like.
Okay, so if you have any movies, put them in the chat if you want.
Well, I'm just gonna talk about them. There's a lot house
Uh,
one
Nazard,
one
Nazard, Nazard,
No.
Dude,
Nazard,
Yeah.
you gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn, though.
Yeah, you
Alright,
gotta wait
bet.
your turn.
Yeah, wait your turn, and you'll learn. But anyways, yeah, now we see the turtles. They're living their teenage lives, and then seeing the outside world. They just wish they could be just like regular humans and all that. And I like how they reference like a lot of great movies like Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
And of course, I believe y'all said Leonardo is voiced by the voice actor of Gumball.
yes, Nicholas Cantu.
Yeah, like I thought it was Donnie because Donnie sounded like a kid, but y'all said the actor of Gumball voiced Leo.
Yeah. But speaking of Donnie, ever since the trailer came out last year, that iconic like screaming that became a meme.
Yeah, there are many other versions of it, like including the Gangster Paradise thing.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, just getting introduced to human life, and yeah, I did like the jokes here and there because when Leo like spurred out their plans, he was like, "Leo, you ratted us out. Hey, do not use that word like that. Sorry,
Leo, what happened? Is Donnie bleeding?
I don't know. Is he?" But yeah, getting more to the plot and more of the important parts. Just searching like who's up like behind all this, and then this is where we get introduced to Superfly and his gang. And I must say, Superfly and his own gang, they were pretty awesome.
Ray Filet!
Rightfully, shut your ass up.
Yep.
Sorry.
And of course, I'd say Ice Cube did a really good job voicing him.
Yeah. That's kind of funny because this was his first voice role in forever, ever since 10 years. Because 10 years ago he did what was it, The Book of Life.
Nice.
But yeah, other than Superfly,
They
which
should
other?
bring that back.
Oh no, go ahead.
They should bring back Book of Life because it came out many years ago. It should have a sequel or something like that.
But I was about to say, other than Superfly, what other music did you enjoy in the movie?
A little bit of Mondo Gecko.
I enjoyed Beat Bop and Rocksteady because honestly, I'd say like not only does Seth Rogen do a good job voicing Bebop, but I'd say John Cena was a perfect voice for Rocksteady.
Alright, what you looking at? Yeah, bro, what you looking at?
I
Yeah.
would say John
Yeah.
Cena did good in the Fast and Furious franchise.
Well, yes.
You
But
can't see me.
I'm John Cena. No. But anyways, yeah, I did like Mondo Gakko, and I was surprised that they chose Paul Rudd. Even he did really excellent in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what do you call it? Although there were mutants, some got to have their genders changed, like Wingnut and Leatherhead.
Yeah, a Leatherhead I'm most disappointed in. I mean, no disrespect to the actress, but I prefer my boy Leatherhead be, well, a dude.
Uh, but Scumbug, that was surprising, especially one of the voices for Scumbug, because she had multiple voices, and one of them was Alex Hirsch.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought that Spectre was gay because of how Scumbag was, but if you look like at Scumbag's outfit, it does resemble a woman, so Scumbag is actually a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, go ahead, Mastermind.
Okay. Well, I was just only gonna say like I mean there is one mutant they didn't add. They didn't add Slash, but perhaps maybe in the next TMNT movie, maybe they'll add Slash.
Yeah. And then one of the other parts from the movie is that Splinter sees the turtles feeling left out the outside world. He's trying to make it the best for them. So when they finally come back to the sewers, he's having a whole party with the Chris, like the Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Chris Pine. You got all the Chris's there.
Yeah.
Question is, where do you get those cardboards?
Good question, dude. But yeah, and then what do you call it? Superfly basically explains about his plan, about how he despises the humans, and how they killed his father and everything. Yeah, but the other mutants didn't really like the idea once the turtles explained everything, and then Superfly was very devastated because of how his own family portrayed him, and now everybody's attacking Superfly, and then Superfly turns to this big ass mutant animal fly now.
Yep. With multiple horses and giraffes and a giant sea whale and lots of other animals from a zoo.
Yeah. And going back with the story of April, how they met the turtles and everything, with the garage and everything, how we explained the Donnie screaming meme. Yeah, just an ally to them as well. But she gets nervous and around camera because whenever she's talking in front of the camera, she throws up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one weakness that I don't want to have.
Yeah, and now they're having this big final fight in Manhattan, of course, and now everybody's trying to defeat this super flight. Yeah, it turned out to be a great battle, and hey, at least at the end, the turtles are finally accepted, especially going to high school.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the first time that everyone can accept the turtles for who they are, instead of going to hiding. They've never even done that once.
Yep. And of course, as we all know, we start at the secret ending where we see Superfly as a normal fly in a jar. And after that, the lady scientist, she says, "Bring me the Shredder." And we see Shredder at the end.
Yeah, and of course, it's revealed that the next movie will be in 2026 with Shredder as the main villain, kind of like with the Dark Knight with Joker being the second villain in the movie. But I do like that. Also, do you guys remember this part when they were signing up? They were making fun of Leonardo's name, Leonardo.
No, it's Leonardo.
Yeah.
I'm like, Donnie, you can't talk Donatello, bro. You're making it wrong.
Yep. And of course, with Shredder, of course, every villain, every hero we know needs to have an arch nemesis. Of course, Spider-Man and Venom, and Captain America and the Red Skull, and Batman, Joker, and all that.
Mm-hmm. But overall, this was one of the greatest masterpieces of 2023. I give it infinity.
Yeah,
of course, and hopefully the second one that comes out in the future will be even better.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, and also there is one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing that everyone probably wants a movie out of. I think it's probably The Last Ronin.
Okay, yeah, I read comics about it, and I've seen there was even one episode of TMNT 2003 when Michelangelo was actually the last Ronin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, when he was the last Ronin, like I'm not sure it's real, but like I found this like really good fan made video and stuff where like Don Michelangelo was like bleeding after a mission he did, and he was talking to himself, and he was saying he misses his brothers and his father.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt bad for him.
Alrighty then. Alright, to the next movie.
I finally got to see it on Disney Plus, and surprisingly, I enjoyed it. Even though, like, way back, I was like, "Oh my god, this movie looks like it blows," but then I finally get a chance, and I liked it. The songs were great, the scening was great, the whole movie was phenomenal. Of course, it's a typical love story type of deal, revolves around a school. This is basically Greece, but in modern day, if you would think about it.
Huh.
Kind of.
And with the cast is like Ashley Tisdale, who you may know as Candace from Phineas and Ferb, and Maddie from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I say this movie was great to watch. I'm glad I finally got to see it.
Hey,
What?
you forgot to mention Zac Efron, the main star of the thing.
I was getting there. Let me finish. Anyway, I'm glad to see it. I can't wait to see the other two. And Zac Efron is also a great legend. Many works. One example, he's been in another musical called The Greatest Showman, starring him and Hugh Jackman, and also Zendaya.
Don't forget about the Lorax.
Lorax is good, but you kind of glitched out for a sec. But yes, thank you for reminding me of that. So yes, I'm glad to give this movie a chance and enjoyed it. I give it 100.
Nice.
Oops, I forgot to put
Now,
my list
maybe
of movies.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm saying I forgot to put my list of movies. I need to do that.
Okay. Also, one movie I finally got to see was this. Twins from 1988, which I saw on Netflix, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. This movie was not what I expected. Of course, nines are just straight up left.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I? Okay, so I was not expecting about this movie. Like, I thought they could be like normal birth twins, but apparently these two were experimented on. Yeah, it's like one of those things like experimented on, and they were separate and stuff, and they're like multiple fathers thing. It was super weird, but it's one of the things that one twin finds the other. One twin is perfect, which is Arnold, and the other twin is like all stuck up and like kind of like a carnist, which is Danny. But they over time, they become great brothers and stuff, and on adventure and find their long lost mother, which they thought they were dead. Turned out it was a lie by the one scientist. But I recommend you give this a watch. It's actually really good, and I give it 100.
And what's so funny is that they actually reunited a week ago, or like 2 weeks ago, for the Oscars.
Yeah, I actually saw it on Instagram. It was pretty hilarious.
Like, you can see the memes. It's Mr. Freeze and the Penguin talking shit about Batman in the crowd. Where is he? What is that son of a bitch? Oh, right, he's right over there.
It just happened to be in that kind of seat. That's just wow. All right then, and Fresh, I'll let you talk about this since you have seen it too, Leo.
Like at first, it was one of the many movies I was beginning to doubt, be like, okay, so I wonder what this is all about. This is probably gonna suck, but nope, it exceeded like expectations. It's one of the it's one of the best Adam Sandler movies I've ever seen. So Leo, like, yes, he's a lizard in his 70s, and he's believing to be on the verge of death. So he needs to find a way of freedom. But it's not until he starts getting taken home by some of the students, and he secretly just tells each one of them that he is able to talk, that he's like most special, like he's a special talking lizard, in order to just keep it that. But and also, but he's really influential about like helping the kids cope with like who they are, like who they need to just like who they need to be in order to just go through life and be successful. But it's not up until that's it's a classic Larry reveal story where he's found out and he's taken out by like the substitute teacher who just strives on becoming just just dictatorial or something like that. But all in all, like Leo manages to still help the kids find who they are, and it's a really decent movie. It's really really cool, and the fact that it's a musical, that was unexpected, but that was a nice touch.
I wasn't expecting to be musical either, but I still found it really good. Like the jokes were pretty good, references a lot, even though some of it's like too realistic for adults and stuff. But I still think it's a great movie to watch with kids and adults. So I give this movie an infinity. Adam Sandler did an excellent job as usual. And as a bonus, two of his daughters actually got to be in the movie.
Don't forget about his wife.
Yes, that's you. Right.
All right.
It's just like,
Wait, who's in the? Oh, Nazar's back.
Yeah, I think I might comment the movies on my second account, like my PC account.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it will take me a while. That's why.
All right, go ahead then. But what do you call it? I do agree. Leo was a great movie. As they said, great actors. Yeah, one of the best ones in my opinion.
All right. Next up is your suggestion. This is the end.
Yeah, so this is the first live action movie I put in because I actually saw this movie back in what was it? Oh yeah, it was back in 2022. I saw this around December because this movie was about to like be out of Netflix. I was like, I gotta watch it fast because this is a Seth Rogen movie. Fun fact.
Hmm.
Yeah, and this movie was actually really, really awesome because you have like these bunch of celebrities playing themselves while they're in an apocalypse, basically. So
Interesting.
yeah, it has Seth Rogen, James Franco, Yuck, Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, Danny McBride, Jay Baruchel, Craig Robinson, Emma Watson, Channing Tatum, and many other celebrities you would see. Oh my god, I just remember that one scene where Michael Cera slapped Rihanna's ass and slapped him back in the face.
Dang.
Yeah. But as I was explaining before, like the outside world was not safe anymore because there was an apocalypse and everything was going through hell. And like what do you call it? If you're like really good, you go sent to heaven. But if you're like really bad, you get eaten by like the zombies or anything like that, the creatures. So at the end, Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel went to heaven with Craig Robinson, and they had like a blow-on party.
Wow.
Yeah, really great movie.
Has anyone else ever seen this?
well, I have, and it was epic. Yes.
Mhm.
All right, then.
Yeah, next.
Now, how would you rate this movie?
It was infinity. It was beautiful. Mwah.
Now, here's one that Joseph suggested: Superman, Batman, Public Enemies.
Who would like to explain?
Actually got started is on HBO Max. It's basically a Superman, Batman team up thing with Lex Luthor and other super villains and stuff. Of course, what do you call it? Because, like I said, seen this once. Fresh, you've seen this, haven't you?
Yeah. I've seen it once too, but yeah, it's all right. Like,
What was that?
I accidentally got fogged.
Oh, but it's just Lex Luthor being a villain, trying to find Superman being bad. A lot of supers like fighting each other, and also the villains. But it's still a pretty great movie and stuff, and I recommend watch. I give it a 9. What was in the project? Oh, it's just blood scene. Be right back. Okay. Wait for him to come back.
So basically, what?
Oh, hang on. One sec. Alrighty then. Did we talk about horrible bosses in our past streams?
No.
Okay. So Fresh suggested this. Here you go.
Yeah, it was one of the more recent movies that I've seen this year, and it's one of the funniest, one of the best ones I've ever seen. It was making my day when I first saw it. So yeah, three guys are fed up with their of course, particular horrible bosses. So they decide to just come up with a plan in order to just get rid of them. One of them decides to kill them, so they get advice from Mother Freaker Jones, played perfectly by, of course, Jamie Foxx, and they just like give them advice to just wipe them out one by one. But it's not up until things get way out of hand where Kevin Spacey's character kills like Colin Farrell, or I think that was him, and then it just gets really, really just hectic with this car chase, and he tries to like kill all of them, but it's like, oh, we got you on message, so yeah, now you've been found out, and it's all satisfying where they all just manage to just have better lives at the end. And the sequel, like I thought it was gonna suck honestly at first when I was watching, but it's still hilarious as ever as well.
Yeah.
Well, the sequel was pretty boring. And all disrespect, but I prefer the first one better.
My opinion, I don't mind either one. I just like the trio of like Charlie Day, Jason Sudeikis, and Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
The dynamicness of that's why I came up with Screen Lions. I just always like to see just legends collaborating with each other. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And I actually saw the recent one, which was perfect, by the way.
Nice.
Wait, what do you mean? Like when you say recent, you mean like a third one?
No, I mean, like the recent one you did, the Screen Alliance Volume 2.
Oh, we'll be specific next time, but thanks.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that Leon Griffeld, I'm sorry, Gruffud, I don't know how you say his name, but that played.
What?
How you say his name? Reed Richards. You know,
you're talking
Mr.
about
Fantastic. Right? Yeah.
Go on.
But anyway, I'll just say Mr. Fantastic. Apparently, he made a cameo in this movie playing under some guy that will pee on you.
Speaking of freaky stuff, like Jennifer Aniston's character was like wow in the movie.
Yeah, she was, dude, like she was overly sexual.
Just banker, anybody would do it. But anyways, next.
One of the most garbage movies ever, Quantum Mania.
I have you know, sir, this is not one of the garbage movies. It's kind of mid. There's a difference. Listen, the Transformers movie from 2007 was garbage. But anyways, with Quantum Mania.
Well, in my opinion, I still enjoy it.
In Quantum Mania, yeah, basically we're going back to the roots of Ant-Man and the Wasp. But now they're in this new, like, quantum realm where they made Kang and the new villain, of course, that used to be Yellow Jacket, now is MODOK.
Yep. And of course, everyone doesn't like that MODOK because it's too goofy looking.
Honestly, he should have just had his mask on for the whole time.
Yep. And also,
that
plus,
mask was sick.
Yep. And plus, since he's Yellow Jacket, MODOK is bald in there too, and yeah, he doesn't have his hair like he was supposed to.
Okay, so in my opinion, I wish they could have I wish they didn't make like Yellow Jacket and MODOK the same person. They should have like just made separate people, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
That's just bad writing right there.
I mean, yeah. And of course, there was a new person that was playing Ant-Man's like daughter. I didn't mind, but that's kind of iffy here and there. I saw the ending of the movie where it was just Kang and his variants at the end coming all out. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yep. But then, of course, after the credits, they even show us a quick sneak peek of a new season of Loki.
Yeah, I did see that too.
Yep. Also, I got a MODOK pop figure.
Him and gay, he's bold.
Bold!
Mine!
All right.
By the way, my suggestion is gonna be last, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, next.
DC League of Super Pets.
Now, this was like one of my favorite movies in 2022. It was like one of the greater ones, I must say, in my opinion. But yeah, taking a turn with Dwayne Johnson voicing Crypto and Kevin Hart playing like Ace.
Bat
Now that was a
Handling.
different churn because if you guys saw the Crypto the Superdog show back in the day, it was kind of different. But now with this kind of dynamic movie, yes, we still have the superheroes, but there's now like more super pets than ever. This was truly a great movie in my opinion. Like, you guys have opinions about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
honestly,
enjoyed it.
I do have an opinion, but it's okay. There's just
like
a lot more options for me.
I enjoyed it a lot because honestly, it was cute. Like how Crypto enjoyed being Superman's pet, and then after that, after they defeat the hamster, the hairless hamster, all the pets find their owners and become the League of Justice's pets. And also, same with two of the hamsters that worked for the bald hamster, the ice hamster who turned into a water hamster, and even the fire hamster too.
The guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Guinea pigs. My bad.
All right. So yeah, your opinion. What about you, Fresh?
Well, yeah, it was rather impressive. I was sort of say it's. I mean, like, only downfall. Like, I could have wished that Streaky could have been there. Streaky the Super Cat from like the cartoon series, and of course Ace's backstory. It was so very sad. Like, he didn't do nothing wrong. All he was trying to do was just save the baby because because leaving a baby alone that leads to bad consequences. So he had to save her, but nope, it's off to you. You're no longer a pet anymore.
Well, here's the thing though. Even though, of course, I tried to save it, but it did like grass onto the baby with teeth and stuff, made it cry. So that's why it looked like he did like that on purpose.
Well, that, yeah. But other than Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson, there was a lot of great like actors they put in this. Even Keanu Reeves as Batman.
Yeah.
I like how he was talking to Ace, like talking about he doesn't work with that much people, and he mentions Morgan Freeman.
Which is funny because he played Lucius Fox in one of the Batman movies.
The Christopher Nolan trilogy, you could say, but yeah.
Be specific.
But anyways, I rate this infinity.
Same here.
I rate
Same.
this a little bit of a 6.
Damn. All right. Next.
Now, I know none of you have seen Black Adam.
Well, actually, I kind of have.
Oh, okay, so you can talk about it then.
So basically, Black Adam. It's basically like Black Adam is basically an anti-hero, and basically Dwayne Johnson is Black Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry for cutting you off. You know what's so funny? At the end of the Super Pets movie, we actually see Black Adam with his pet.
Anubis. Like, yes, all them. Yes, Black Adam, Anubis, and Crypto, all voiced by Dwayne Johnson. That is excellence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't mean anything because, I don't think we'll have another Super Pets movie with that. I think it's just a pointless cameo, and plus, Dwayne Johnson has a thing with DC now. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, and there's one thing I forgot to mention. Also forgot to mention in Super Pets. There was, of course, the cat. The cat was the kitten was really cute, but also it was still evil. But they managed to defeat it in seconds. But then at the end, of course, we see it walking by Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Go on,
Anyways, with Black Adam, Black Adam, it was pretty good. If I'm gonna be honest, Dwayne Johnson, I think he did a good job as Black Adam. It's really cool how they made some of the other DC heroes we didn't see that much, like Dr. Fate and all that.
Yeah.
I will say there is a con to this though at the end of the movie because there was a pointless cameo. Now I'm seeing with Super Pets and Black Adam because Superman was in the end credits. But here's the thing though, even though he was in the end credits, that was the last time Henry Cavill was going to be Superman because after that movie he got fired.
Oh dear, what did he do?
No, he didn't do nothing wrong. They just fired him for no reason.
Well, dang, that's just harsh.
That kind of reminds me why they fired Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, because he was originally planned for the MCU Spider-Man, but there was this one day he got really sick and it showed up for a work day, so that's why he got fired from Marvel and Sony.
Jesus.
Dang. Like,
Well,
I'll
at
be
least they
honest,
brought him
that's just
back for
harsh.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
anyways, that's what I gotta say about Black Adam.
go on.
All right, then. And now for one of the best, and I mean one of the best animation movies ever, the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Let's go.
Yay!
It's probably the best. Okay, the main thing I kind of is the weirdest part of Bowser singing Peaches, 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 Peaches.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
still a great thing about it because Jack Black is a great singer. Now, before we talk about the movie, a lot of what do you call it? Unexpectations about it because Chris Pratt being Mario and Jack Black being Bowser. But when the trailer came out, when Bowser spoke with Jack Black's voice, he did absolutely awesome as Bowser.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
But hey,
So-
here's a good thing. A good thing is, since Mario was created by Nintendo, we also, of course, get to hear Charles Martinet in there. Like, we don't hear him voice Mario, but we hear him voice some of the background characters.
Yeah.
Also, it's pronounced Martinet.
Okay, so basically, the movie started with Bowser and his ship and everything, and they're invading this whole ice realm, and we got the penguins, and we got the King Pablo, and they're basically
Yeah.
attacking, but that's just pointless, and they take the star, and it goes with Mario and Luigi, with their commercial. And they were on a shore with the Italian accents, but Charles Martinet's character Giuseppe was like, "So much, it's so perfect, woohoo!" Yeah,
Okay,
that
I'm gonna trust you.
what I liked is Giuseppe's based on the original Mario Jumpman. That's what I liked.
Yeah.
Yes, nice touches and Easter eggs and all that stuff, cleverness.
Yeah. And then around the corner, they hear Spike, their former boss, talking about how tragic the commercial is, and what do you call it? They got a call, and Luigi's phone. I was really shocked that was the GameCube intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like that ringing. But yeah, now they get a call about this couple having some issues with their bathroom, and their dog kind of reminds me of Doug from to be honest.
A little bit. And
Yeah.
boy, Luigi made a mistake. He broke his bone, and all hell broke loose.
And the
Yeah.
hellhound.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, not that good, Ducky. And now it's nighttime, and now we see the whole Mario family. Yeah, because this is awesome. We haven't seen Mario's family ever since the live action Mario show back in the 90s. Yeah. So now we have their whole family, and then we got the two uncles, just ripping on them about the commercial and everything. Especially their father, because when Mario was asking what you thought about the commercial, there was a response that made Mario so disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just do your kid like that, man.
Yep. And of course, Mario said he doesn't like mushrooms because apparently they made him eat spaghetti. For dinner, they were having spaghetti with mushrooms instead of meatballs. Oh,
What you think
come
of-
on. I hate mushrooms.
What you think about it, Dad? I think you're nuts. Oh, well, thanks, Dad. Just boosted my confidence and turned it back down. Yep. And then we see Mario just playing some video games in the room while Luigi brings his plates. And now there's the sewage pipe now causing a flood, and then Mario and Luigi goes down there to see the trouble. And then apparently Luigi get lost in one of the pipes, as well as Mario, and they go to two separate things. First, what was it? Luigi went to Bowser's ship first, I believe, yes. And with Mario, he went to the Mushroom City. Yeah, and that's where he meets Toad, which surprisingly, Keegan Michael did really good.
Yep. Wait,
Do
what just
not
happened?
Oh, 9 minutes left again, sir. Do not touch that mushroom. Oh, wait, you can touch this one. It's perfectly fine. No, but No, but with Keegan's voices, especially doing that high pitched voice, I learned the fun facts. He actually based that voice off his one of his friends with a high pitched voice.
Ha! Wow.
Who's his friend?
Don't know. He just said he mentioned a friend like doing the impression, but yeah. And then he was basically like explaining about his situation with Luigi and everything. And basically, Toad's taking him to see the princess and everything. And we see the whole city, and we see all these toads, everything. It looks beautiful, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, the animation looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. But while this is happening, we see like the whole inside of Bowser's ship with the Koopas and everything. The Goombas are like whatever those things are. And yeah, like
Yep. Spinies.
yeah. And basically Bowser's just telling his plan about like what to do with Princess Peach and everything. And there was that one Koopa that was like saying, was it like does she hate you or something? And he turned to dry bones.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
I think it was, what if she says no?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. But yeah, going back with Mario and then with Luigi. Yeah, finally meeting Princess Peach and just doing some training and everything. And just learning about Princess Peach's like story. Like it was never revealed how she got in the pipe, but she just came out of there like out of nowhere and the Toads basically raised her when she was little.
Yeah. I bet
And of
her
course-
parents are wondering what the heck she is.
And of course Luigi's getting tortured by with Bowser and everything. Yeah, just taking out his messages and revealing that Mario's his brother and everything. But of course, we can't leave out the best part of the movie, what Nizard mentioned earlier with the song "Peaches." Now that was a beautiful ass song
Yep.
And became a meme too.
because not only that Jack Black did like a animation wise, he did it for live action too, like with his own production.
Yeah.
But man, just like and then going to like the Kong for help. Now that was something, and you can see a lot of Kongs you haven't seen in a while. Like you see Dixie, Diddy, you see Chunky. Even though people are like in the memes and like the comments say, "Wait, Chunky's in the movie? I thought he got killed." But yeah, you see Swanky, you see other Kongs that were here, and then we basically meet Cranky Kong. Who like supervises everything, and basically, if they want to help, that Mario has to fight his son, and this is where we get introduced to Donkey Kong.
DK, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, that's DK. Hey, Dad, look at me. Look at my pecs. No, don't do that. It is all like Donkey Kong. Oh, he got the cow. No. Now you die. Woo. Nope. No, I gotta say that fight was funny as hell, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
pretty clever in a way.
Yeah. Of course, now the Kongs had to help them regardless. Now, so now we go to their headquarters, basically making the carts and everything. And I was like, wow, this is great. Like, remind me of Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's how they basically base it up and stuff.
Yeah, like everybody was awesome, but if you saw Toad's one, damn, he was like getting all in.
Yeah.
And now we have this whole kart race where they're like Rainbow Row basically, and yeah, now they're trying to fight the Koopas and everything. But
Yep.
there's that one Koopa general, the blue one, who can back off and everything. And eventually the plan doesn't go that well because now like Donkey Kong and Mario is like under the water getting eaten, and yeah, now Peach is forced to marry Bowser. But they have a way to come back out of the way. And now you see all these cages with every Kong, and basically everybody that's been captured. And they have the marriage ceremony. Yeah, it was good. I actually like Peach's wedding dress because it reminds me of Elsa a little bit. Did you get that vibe?
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people did. She actually looked
Yo,
beautiful.
Yo, I felt bad for Kamek though. He's just basically daily. Oh! Yeah, poor Kamek. But there's this whole epic fight now where and now the fight takes it on to where they first started in this, where Mario Luigi lives. And now there's this epic fight. For a while, it was just, Bowser and Donkey Kong fighting them, and then Mario and Luigi uses the superstar to defeat Bowser, which is great. Yeah, Brooklyn, thank you. And basically, Bowser lost at the end, along with all his troops. And basically, he eats like a mushroom that makes him small. And now,
that is not cool.
exactly. And now everybody sees it, especially his parents. And goes, I like the line, "These are my boys."
Yep, and Donkey Kong hugs everyone, and because he wanted a group hug.
Yep, and now, now Mario and Luigi lives in Mushroom City with the rest of the peeps, and the end credits where Bowser's singing the rest of Peaches, but he's still tiny, and then Toad is like telling him just stop it.
You
Yeah,
can
they
hear
never really explained on like why they were in Mushroom Kingdom to begin with.
Yep. Do you know who I am? I am Bow.
Nope, bye bye.
Yep.
But we can't forget about the incredible credit scene with the Yoshi egg.
Yoshi.
Yep.
You know
This
that's a reuse sound. Who knows? We might get someone to actually voice Yoshi.
Kevin
Yep.
Hart as Yoshi, confirm, please. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I'm honestly thinking Kevin Hart could voice Yoshi.
But anyways, this was the greatest, and I'm gonna say this was one of the greatest movies of 2022. By God.
Yes, definitely. And yeah,
Couldn't
a
agree
lot of
more.
people have been saying that this one is way better than the 1991.
Hey, look at the
Yeah.
Goombas. Why are they wearing suits? Anyways, I give it Infinity and Beyond. Mwah. Just like
Yeah.
Me too. Now we can talk about this.
American Psycho. Now, this is one of the movies I saw last year. I just want to see how it was because I know everybody was talking about Patrick Bateman at the time. So I wanted to see this movie for myself, and I did. And by God, there was a lot that I expect. So basically, there's Patrick Bateman played by Christian Bale, and yeah, he basically plays this businessman, but at night he also is a serial killer. Like he kills a lot of people and stuff like that. He really kills people that doesn't annoy him because there's this one homeless guy that was asking, "What are you doing?" and he just shoots him. I'm like, "Oh my God."
He really is a psycho.
Yeah, and okay, I'm not sounding mean when I say this. I was so glad that Christian Bale killed Jared Leto's character. I was like, wait, it's Batman killing Joker. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Like he did in the comics, he is.
Oh my God, but yeah, there was a lot, but there was also there was Willem Dafoe who was playing this private investigator because he was wondering about the murders and everything, and there was also Reese Witherspoon who was playing Patrick Bateman's like fiance, but he basically said he didn't want to go out with the wedding and everything, but just killing and killing. There was a lot of sex scenes, there were a lot of like naked scenes. I saw Christian Bale's ass, that was beautiful, and there was so much to comprehend.
Dang.
No, but what was so confusing was the ending where he was talking to one of the guys at the ending of the movie saying, "Wait, what are you talking about? This guy was never killed." And I was like, "Wait, what is the point of all this? He didn't really murder anybody. Like, what are you on, Patrick?"
I don't know. That's just weird writing right there.
For a murderer. But no, but this was a masterpiece in my opinion. Like, when you first saw the movie, what you thought?
Well, yeah, I was like, that was insane. Like, what the freak did I just see? Like, of course, that ending it confused me too. I'm like, wait, it didn't actually kill anybody, but I was like, well, I guess like Bliss had a point when he's like saw this from his like POV.
There was this one scene where this girl come like running out of the room, and like she was going down the stairs, and Patrick Bateman came in with a chainsaw, and he basically threw the chainsaw down the stairs to the girl's head. I was like, "Jeez."
That was a good shot though, but god dang.
Yeah.
Anyways, I give this movie an Infinity. Beautiful. All right, next.
This one's fresh suggested. All the bright places.
Yeah, like like one of the many movies that I saw on Netflix. So yeah, Finch and Violet are teens from two different worlds. Finch is referred to as a freak by everybody in school, while Violet is trying to cope with the loss of her older sister after losing her in a car crash and stuff. So like after working on a school project together, they start to develop a relationship. Like, but it kind of like goes all to heck when they spend a night out for too long, and well, like Finch, he just starts to get much more just deranged and saying how he's all like messed up and how he should just like accept who he is, a freak, and well, like later on he just like kills himself, and well, it's just kind of like a little bit sad. It's a good movie,
Oh
but just
my Lanta.
if you
I didn't
listen,
interrupt. Go ahead.
but yeah, it is a good movie. It is sad, but still like a little bit stuff about like how you can't really let people like tell you who you are, and you gotta like let go of life. Well, just be at least try to like be free with yourself or something like that. Like something.
And what would you rate this movie?
Yeah, I rated like a 11 out of 10.
All right, then. Next up, a movie nobody asked for. Madam Web.
Disgusting. A disgrace of 2024. This put a bad name on Spider-Man's name, even though he was in the movie for like 3 seconds and his mom's stomach. But yes, this was a terrible ass movie. Listen, I'm not being sexist when I say this. The Spider-Woman in this movie did that shit.
Yep.
I've never seen it, but I've heard nonstop of how bad this movie is.
Yep, same here. I haven't seen it either, but yeah, I heard that, lots of people hated this movie.
Listen, it's good to have a good cast, but you like putting a bad name on Spider-Man and Spider-Man characters. Goddamn. And people say this is the worst Sony movie ever. It puts Morbius like on second now.
Yep. Yeah. I bet. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. If I'm being honest, like, even though I haven't seen it, but I think I'll probably have to agree. Like, I probably don't want to watch Madam Web. Like, I think it's probably best to stick with Morbius or the Spider-Verse or Venom.
Like seriously, goddamn, you did so bad. You have a 12% chance on Rotten Tomatoes as well as we're speaking. Like, that's shit. Like, holy. And I saw an interview with all the Spider-Women, and there was this interviewer asking them who would win in a fight, them or the Spider-Man. I'm like, they're like, me, of course. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, it's them. That's what I gotta say. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Dang. But since this movie got a lot of hate, this earns a 0.
Boo! Move on.
All right,
Venom
you
is
suggested
better.
this. What'd you say?
I was saying Venom is better than Madam Web.
No
Yeah.
doubt about that. Next.
You suggested this. Drillbit Taylor.
No, this was a funny ass movie. I actually saw this on YouTube when it was free with ads. It was funny. Fresh, why don't you explain it first?
Okay, so yeah, these three boys, they're getting tired of getting bullied in school, and so they decide to hire like a bodyguard, somebody to protect them. And Owen Wilson's Drillbit Taylor, like he offers to just be up for the job. Like yes, of course he has like been in the army, but he was like let go or like on AWOL or something like that. So he just tries to give advice about like how to like stand up to a bully and stuff. Some of the methods they fail, but secretly, like he's just befriending them and only to just steal stuff from Wade's house in order to just like basically he's homeless. That like he's just yeah. So eventually, like when he's found out as a fraud, they decide to just like get out of here. We're not a friend anymore. And it's not up until that Wade decides to stand for himself and fight the bullies himself that they decide to just train a little bit. They look like they get the upper hand, but at the end, Drillbits decides to just like come and save them. And even though he is taken to jail at the end, he still manages to like get with the woman and will carry on with his life, and everyone else is fine too.
I was surprised that one of the bullies was Josh Peck.
Exactly. I mean, well, this is no surprise since he did play a bully in the movie Mean Creek.
Yeah. There was other people that I was surprised about. Like, yeah, there was Leslie Mann, David Bryan, and a small cameo by Kevin Hart.
Yes, exactly. And see, there was also Cedric Yarboff. Yeah, like yeah.
There was Stephen Rowe who played the principal.
Yes.
And what's so cool about this? This was screenplayed by Seth Rogen. Yeah, I do like that. But overall, this movie was funny as hell. There were so many good moments. There were some sad moments. But when like Jobit finally kicked their asses and everything, because he was saying to himself, like, I can't fight him. He's a teenager. And one of the crowd, like the teenagers are like, no, wait, he's 18. He was like, oh hell, about to kick some ass.
Exactly. But my favorite part has to be like the rap between like like Ryan, like Troy, from like the Goldbergs, like exactly. Like he was just rapping with Filkins, one of the bullies, the main bully, and like when he gets like, you don't like my words, Mr. King of the school. Well, guess what? You can suck my family's jewels, bitch.
Mm.
And he knew he was gonna get his ass kicked regardless. Oh my god! But this is a perfect movie for like middle schoolers because they were starting out middle school as well. And I was like, yeah, when I saw this movie, it was truly amazing. Like I give it affinity.
Indeed.
All right. Have any of you seen Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Yes.
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'll
Mr.
let you talk about it then.
Okay, so basically in this movie, like I think everyone loved this movie way better than the girl Ghostbusters because honestly, I've been heard that lots of people didn't like the girl Ghostbusters and they wanted the male Ghostbusters back. So in this one, yes, they brought back the male Ghostbusters, all except the original actor for Egon because the original actor for Egon passed away in 2014, and yeah, like in this movie, like the actor for Ant-Man was in it.
Oh, Paul
And
Rudd.
Yep, Paul Rudd and
Rudd.
Rudd.
And
And
like how Christian fucked up his freakazoid episode 2 years ago. But anyways,
yep. And this one, yeah, like they showed a lot of references to the original Ghostbusters. Like they showed the dogs, like the gargoyle dogs in there. And yeah, just like in the original Ghostbusters movies, they possessed two people. And also in this one, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is in it, but like he's now little bitty Marshmallow Man. And of course, like in this one they even brought back Zool as well. And now they're fighting Zool. And also, of course, apparently the other three male Ghostbusters come and help the family out,
yeah.
which means they're back. And after that, this movie ends with, and after that, they defeated Zool again, and the movie ends with just like in the original Ghostbusters movies, the Ecto One is driving on the Golden Gate Bridge, and we hear the Ghostbusters theme song.
Ghostbusters. Da, 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 da.
Yep. And of course, we also see a new ghost in there. Like, he's almost like Slimer, but different, and he munches on things. They call him Muncher.
Of course.
Yep. But yeah, of course, here's the best part. Like, the new Ghostbusters, The Frozen Empire, is out now. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm planning to. And yeah, I'm excited to watch Ghostbusters, The Frozen Empire soon.
Cool.
And any
No pun
opinions
intended.
on Yep. Any opinions on Ghostbusters Afterlife?
I haven't seen it. I'm not planning to.
All right.
All right. Next one. Yeah, let me scroll back up. Okay. Fresh suggestion to this Vivo.
Yeah, one of the more better Sony animated movies, and wow, it is just something else. At the first, like hearing a review from like one of my favorites YouTubers, Shaperless Productions, I just had to like take a look at it. So yeah, the title character is a music-loving Kinkajou, but up until when his owner passes away, he decides to just send like the love song that he wrote for the love of his life. Like he teams up with a girl named Gabby, and they decide to just like deliver the song themselves, and they just go on this hilarious music filled adventure and stuff. They do manage to like still make it in time, and well, there's not really that much bad about it. Like it's just very heartwarming, and it's just really amazing. I like it's speechless. Too good for words.
I've heard about it. I've seen pictures, but I didn't really see it. But good to know that you enjoyed it, Fresh.
Hey, why'd you put that in the chat? I don't want no spoilers, Christian. Why'd you put that?
Well, I put that because I thought you eventually would see it, but never mind. I guess I won't
Oh, I'm saying like nobody
talk
wants to
about it
listen to
then.
spoilers because there's like some of us that want to still see Good Burger 2. To be fair, I'm just saying that.
Okay, we'll save Good Burger then for another time. But anyway, what would you rate this movie, Fresh?
Yeah, 12 out of 10.
All right. Next up, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. All
Well
right,
then,
so this.
oh, no, I was about to make a joke, but go on.
Okay, so yeah, this is the latest installment of Transformers, basically the sequel slash reboot of Transformers Bumblebee and stuff. Not really like a prequel, but more like a sequel. It's a whole like different thing. But this movie, along with oh crap, mom's coming. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You just gotta talk about yourselves.
Commercial break.
Wait. He forgot Spider-Man: No Way Home.
No, because we already
No. We already discussed it before.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I always wonder, like Sunday. Has anybody got a Sunday on a Sunday?
Yes.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Caroline.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, yeah, I put an MCU movie that, of course, Blitzy says is the only one that's the best in 2023.
Because it's true.
Yeah, everyone loves Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, yeah. And I think when we get to the third movie, like I'll express my opinion, so.
All right. You don't look like a junker. You're wearing Ravenger armor. Yeah, I remember Christian told me that people didn't like Eternals.
Well, yeah, that's people's opinions. Like I saw it myself, and yeah, it wasn't really all that good to me.
Understandable. What about the movie Shang-Chi?
That was a good one.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, that one was really awesome. Like, it would be really cool if the rings were real.
Huh. Now we had Lord of the Rings for that. But anyways, what do you call it? Recently, the director of Shang-Chi, it was revealed that he's making a live action Naruto movie.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around the rose. Hey, Mastermind, did you hear there's gonna be a new Among Us show?
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's gonna be a new show, like it's gonna be an animated show, like of course. And yeah, I was really surprised about the cast. Like so far, they only have like 4 characters for this show that's coming up. Like the colors are red, purple, orange, green.
Cool. Yep. Oh, and yeah, I've seen a lot of people where, like, like I know a lot of people have usually said Red was the imposter a lot.
Because it's an obvious choice, but at the end they realize, oh wait, Red was not actually the murderer.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and if I want to be honest, like my favorite death from the imposter is the tongue attack.
That one's like more the scary creepy ones. When I first like realized that back in 2020, I was like, oh my, that says something.
Yep. And yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. The imposter is an alien because when it opens its mouth, it's got sharp teeth and a tongue that kills.
Have you played Among Us lately or no?
Yep, I have.
What do you think of the new maps?
They're pretty cool. And of course, I love how they reference Henry Stickmin in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they even added in the ship.
I also like the new hide and seek option because I played that last week and it was pretty good.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and also, of course, if y'all seen people play Fall Guys, yeah, there's like they add in an Among Us outfit in Fall Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Dun 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 dun.
I think you're sus for that. I'm gonna report him.
Yeah. Express kick charge Among Us.
Dun 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 dun. Look, everybody's gonna suspect I am the murderer. Obvious choice, but it's the least expected person from the crew.
Yep. All right. Honestly, I have no clue who it is. All I can say is it's not me.
Oh yeah, what's your proof?
All I know was that I was just like blasting asteroids so that way they don't hit our ship. And then the next thing I know, I saw the body in the laboratory and I had to report it.
Well, I was swiping my card for the admin control.
Yep. And I mean, of course, I don't know who was the one that killed this person, but I did report the body. So I suppose we're just gonna have to move on and see what happens next. I will have to try and find out who the imposter is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah, Joseph. We talked about. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Like I thought you like put Shazam like twice, like Shazam and Shazam 2. Like my fault.
That's alright. But I will say one of the movies he put earlier was The Nutty Professor, and we did talk about the Eddie Murphy one.
Of course, like yeah, like the 90s one that is with animals. Yeah,
Have you seen the '60s one or no?
not really. I mean, like I am familiar with Jerry Lewis about like how he came to be like with the
And then, I just like how Hank Azaria is a great impression,
yes,
and Jeff Bennett.
yes.
Violent Night.
Yeah, we will get like into it. It is just
Yeah.
amazing. Like
Yep.
again, one of the other movies that was like having expectations at first, but it was like, yeah, what a payoff.
Yep. Well, also, Violent Night isn't the only movie where Santa kills. If y'all heard, like back in the past, there was also another movie where Santa kills. It was called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, I thought I honestly thought you were going to bring up Santa's Sleigh. That's another one where Santa is a killer.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that as well. Yep. Yep. Three killer Santa movies: Silent Night, Deadly Night, Santa Sleigh, and Violent Night.
MC like it. MC.
Yep. But of course, in Violent Night, that's the movie where Santa's still good.
Yep, but we don't want to like give nothing away.
Yeah.
In fact, just checking to see if there are like any movies that we talked about in the past and stuff, because well, that's the freaking hardest part about doing these
Well,
tests.
I did say if you have any movies that you want to put in the private chat before putting it in the live chat, you can just let me know, and I'll let you know because I actually have the list with me about the movies we talked about in the past.
Oh yes, maybe a reminder because I was just like double checking too,
All
for
right.
my sake.
Okay.
So it is.
Ooh. And here's a good one.
All right, yes, we're fine.
Yeah, I just put my next suggestion in the chat.
That's a spicy meatball.
How spicy is it? What kind of spices do you put in it?
Explosive spice.
Independent, your time is up. Fucking cool pinhead, bitch. I am. I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan. I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan. Which one of you is Dirty Dan? This mofo. What?
Max, fetch me my hammer.
Yes, Joseph, I did hear it recently. I was most notable about his works in Pound Puppy 2010.
Good old Jim Carrey.
Hopefully Jimmy's gonna come back for the third movie this December. But speaking wise, hold on. God damn it! Why did I put that one?
All right, why'd you do that?
No, I was gonna put two, but I was thinking of three in my mind because I was with excitement. But I did get more updates because apparently they ended up wrapping 3 weeks ago with studio and everything. And yeah, I just can't wait to hear more news about the cast.
Same here. Wait.
No, but got milk for days because he got the damn big cow. Like, oh, I'll put it.
Hmm.
My super ex-girlfriend. Goddamn, and now I'm interested to hear that one.
Just you wait. I mean, like,
Godzilla X Kong, the Garfield movie, Venom: The Last Dance, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 are my films I must see. Okay, nice. I find it interesting. The last film for Venom 3 is The Last Dance. I just like that title, The Last Dance. Alright, movie watcher, take your time. Charge is more important.
Boo.
Oh my fucking god! I got so scared.
oh wow, you're making the babies cry. That's a shame.
You made me cry.
Sorry for the wait. Also, why did you call me El Belzo?
Because what you just did. Oh my god, you scared me half to death. Anyways, let's get back.
All right, we're. Oh yeah, Transformers. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is.
All right, okay, he brought it up.
Okay, so yeah, the latest installment of Transformers, a really great movie, I might add. Just basically, bring in the Transformers from Beast Wars, like Optimus Primal, which Ron Perlman did really great. Some say they didn't like it because of how some of the characters didn't get enough screen time. Here's the thing, though. They need to have like a lot of money to like put into CGI and whatnot. You know, CGI is expensive, and they put a lot of effort into it. So even though, in a way, it didn't turn out great, I still enjoyed it. I still think that they put a great effort into this movie, and I can't wait for its future sequel when they collab with G.I. Joe, which they did hint it with this symbol, which now I know what Joseph's profile picture is related to G.I. Joe. So for Rise of the Beast, I give it a 10.
Nice.
And now a sequel that we did not ask for at all: Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate.
I remember. Hey, Mastermind, remember 3 days ago we had the that Discord call with Kevin, Icy, Brian, and Lilo?
Yeah.
We were talking hella shit about Megamind.
Yeah.
Seriously. Okay, no offense. Kiefer Ferguson made a good comeback with Megamind because he played him in the video games, but the film itself and the animation It's garbage, and even DreamWorks confirmed with themselves this is the worst DreamWorks movie they ever done in ever
Oh, DreamWorks actually confirmed it. Wow.
because of how low the ratings are.
Well, I don't blame them, and I bet they regret like having that made.
Yeah.
And the fact is, I learned that the original animators for this, uh, didn't come back, so they have to have hired new ones, which explains why it looks absolute garbage. And they retcon a lot. That A made Minion into old chum. They retconned how Mega Man became evil. Some brain dude that told him how he went and
Well,
stuff.
we're Christian. There's a reason why Ferrell didn't come back because remember he's busy with Despicable Me 4.
Well, okay, that's true, but they just retcon it. That's all. It's just wrong. So I'm glad I never saw this movie, and plus I don't have Peacock to begin with to watch it, so I'm glad I'll never get to do that. It's the worst movie ever. They've been making a lot of memes ever since. Like, there's no Tooth Fairy, there's no Instagram, and there's no Doom Syndicate. Like, man, if you like seen that Welcome Jungle intro thing, you see that there's a lot of comments making fun of that. So this movie should not be watched. I highly recommend you do not watch it. It deserves a 0. Absolute garbage. Total vomit.
Okay, calm down. Get off your period.
Anyway, now Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone. But in some cases, Philosopher's Stone. But I prefer Sorcerer's Stone. So, back in my past life, I was not interested in Harry Potter. But, times changed, and I played the games. I was like, I'm curious about it, see what it is. So I accidentally stumbled on across the movies on HBO Max. I know it's called Max, but I can call it whatever I want to. So it's around December last year, and I saw the first movie. I was like, I'll watch it, and I liked it. It was actually really good. The story was great. Characters were awesome. Daniel Radcliffe as a kid, he did really good. And boy, his uncle and his cousin, oh, they are so hateful. I mean, good grief! Like I've never seen any more bad parents if I've seen one. I mean, bloody hell! But the rest of the movie is all good. I'm not gonna talk about the other Harry Potter movies because even though they're pretty good, I'm not gonna like rest myself like talking about them. There's like 8 of them, and they're so long to talk about. So I just rate the rest of them like 10 out of 10, and this one, of course, 10 out of 10. And now I'm a Harry Potter fan. So there you go. All right then. Next up, Butch suggested this Big Fat Liar.
Yeah, I was not gonna originally put this, but I was like, hey, what the hell? But yeah, Big Fat Liar. Okay, so for Big Fat Liar, yeah, it's a great movie with Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti. There's like a lot of good scenes here and there, but in my opinion, this is basically a movie version of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. In my opinion.
Yes, that's.
Yeah,
I mean, like, yeah, that. Yes, it is based off of that book because the characters, yes, Jason Shepard and Marty Wolf. Yeah, Shepard and Wolf, named after that. Clever.
Yeah.
I see what they did there. Anyway,
But the first time I heard about this movie is when I was looking at clips on YouTube with Paul Giamatti's character Marty, just having that was going on the pool and in morning and he turned all blue and his hair turned all yellow, not yellow, orange, and it was just a funny scene. Let's see here. First, you want to explain most of it?
Okay, well, yeah, you didn't really sum up the plot though, but yeah, like so yeah, Jason, he's a compulsive liar, but this one time where he has to like turn in this paper due to like showing up due to like not be able to like do it because well yeah, he's a freaking liar. Like it's up until like he meets Marty Wolf and accidentally leaves it in his limo, and Marty takes all the credit for coming up with this so-called idea. But Jason, yes, he is actually telling the truth this time that he actually did his homework, but no one believes him due to all his lying in the past. So it's up to him and Amanda Bynes to just like just go and say like I did my homework, but since his party is just the biggest jerk in Hollywood, like he's never going to admit it. So they just kind of take revenge up until like they manage to just expose him to the world that how much of a phony he is, and then just Jason gets the credit.
Yeah.
And yes, it is one of the best movies of like 2002. One of the best movies I've ever seen ever since like way back ago. It is just phenomenal every time I see it.
Come on,
I could
Steve
agree more.
Urkel.
And this was no, go ahead.
No, I was making that joke with Steve Urkel. Remember that one scene when he was being a cop?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm telling you, man, that's just a character I played on TV. But go on, Christian.
I was gonna say this is the one I introduced to Paul Giamatti. The other was Big Mama's House, the first one.
Yeah, that was my introduction, Big Mama's House. And then with Frankie Muniz, it was the Fair Odd Parents, and with Amanda Bynes, it was Robots.
Me too. Robots and Hairspray 2010. So yeah, I rate this 100.
Affinity, go on.
All right, then next up, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
All right, Fresh, go ahead.
Oh, good fans, Spider-Man fans. This is dimensional, really, and it's and if I recall correctly, it's actually one of the more longer. It's like holds the record of like the longest running animated movie or something like that because it's like it or something like that. But anyways, though, like so yeah, it all focuses on like Miles experiencing that there's multiple different universes when he comes across the villain known as the Spots, saying that like how like well yeah, like since he's like not really taken seriously as a full-on villain, he decides to just go fulfill that by like changing like everything to come. And it's revealed that like the Spider-Verse is known as like the canon verse in order for anything to just stay the way it is. Let things happen the way it's supposed to be. But it's not until where like Miles comes in and saves some people in India and where is where things just really start to fall apart. Like if you don't stay true to the canon, then it's just like there's bad consequences. It's not up until that Miles hears that his father might eventually like pass away and stuff that he's not going to accept that. He's going to do his own story, but it seems like he's at home, but he's actually transported into the wrong universe from the Spots. And it's like, oh right, yes. So he's responsible for this. He's responsible for all this happening. And yep.
I was gonna say this all could have been avoided if we didn't have that bagel situation.
I mean, like it's a really shocking like payoff and stuff. Like the Spot being that one guy that Miles hit with a bagel, that took me by surprise.
Yeah.
And let's see. So yeah, it ends with Miles being stuck in a universe where, of course, he has taken on the identity of the Prowler, and it's up to Gwen and everyone and all the other Spider people to just see what happens next in the sequel.
Yeah, fun fact: the sequel was supposed to come this month, but they had like management like issues here and there, so now they're extending it to 2 years now from 2026.
Like that's what happens when like either get the stuff right or anything like that. But however, the best part for me is, of course, we'll see the multiple different Spider people as well. The many cameos, Easter eggs, everything.
I was really surprised
That
to
had
see
to take a lot to animate because the fact that there are so many Spider-Men and Spider-Women, that's just bizarre.
it is, but I was really shocked to see your Lowenthal and Josh Keaton's Spider-Man in the film.
I mean, they should. I mean, they are two of the greatest Spider-Man ever. Spectacular Spider-Man, great
back.
show, and sorry. Oh, hey, that's mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man is a great show, and the PS4/PS5 Spider-Man also a great game. So
Just say
it's a
it's
great way to bring them together.
Yeah. Huh.
Anything else? Okay.
Oh yeah, I
And
saw
what
this
was the
movie
rating?
on Netflix.
okay.
All right. Next up, Stand By Me.
So yeah, it's just basically focuses on just four friends that take an adventure who's trying to see a dead body in order to just like become like heroes in the paper or something like that. But they don't decide not to do that, and it's pretty decent. Not really how that much happens. It's just four guys just hanging out, being friends, avoiding trains, all these random hijinks and stuff like that. It, it's real good.
And Fresh, would you like to talk about the four excellent actors that played these boys?
Oh yes, the four child actors at the time. There was the late great River Phoenix, Jerry O'Connell, surprisingly, Will Wheaton, and
Corey
and
Feldman.
yes.
Don't you mean Will Wheaton?
Why are you saying it
Why
like
you say
that?
it like that?
It's Will Wheaton. No, say Will
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 Wheaton.
Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Okay, so it's funny how you bring up Family Guy is because before seeing the movie, I actually saw this as a parody from Family Guy.
Exactly. Yes. Where I like, and Joe, unfortunately, where he was Corey Feldman's character. Ah, my legs. Because right. Because in that episode, it was like an anthology stories. They're based off of 3 Stephen King stories. It was Stand by Me, The Shawshank Redemption, and Misery.
Train! Second train! Ah, man.
I think I've seen that. Is that where they look like they're young?
Yeah.
That's what I
Wait.
thought.
Yeah. Okay. When you say young, though, they're just the same age. They're just wearing the character's clothes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
and how would you rate this?
Good. Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Sweet. All right, then. You and me can talk about this together since we've both seen it. Trolls Band Together.
Yeah, well, people may have their opinions and stuff. I honestly like still enjoy it. I do understand how like like it's not really necessary for sequels, but I still enjoy it.
Me too. Like I saw it when it first came out. Like I finally saw it in new theater, which was awesome. They have recliners now, but yeah, this movie was pretty spectacular. I saw the promos and stuff, and what I was not expecting, Poppy has a sister. Yeah, and who played his sister? Camila Cabello, and she
For
did pretty
me, I
good.
was just shocked. I was just shocked to realize that like Branch had brothers and stuff, being part of Brozone. Even though it would have been fitting if he had been part of like dudes who were part of NSYNC, which would make sense. But like,
Well, they
seeing
did
how,
bring it on to the end, though.
yeah, I understand, but I'm saying like the guys who play NSYNC should have been like Branch's brothers, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's fair. And also because I did see a promo for the new villains. Yeah, that caught me off guard that there's 2 new villains, and one, for example, what you like to explain?
Read my name first.
Oh, hang on.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's the thing though. With the villains, I don't mind, but bringing Amy Schumer, one of the worst comedians out there. I'm sorry, you just brought your production down. But it was really cool to see former anime voice actor Andrew Reynolds. Like, yeah, now he does live action stuff, but he did excellent with his singing. With Amy Schumer, she didn't do her own singing. They got somebody else to do it because she's a horrible singer.
I see. And I didn't know about Amy until this movie, and the fact that, or is it, because you always tell me why she went in it, and how sucky she is. So, yeah, I can see why Amy didn't like get her own thing and stuff. But I still enjoyed the movie. The animation was great. The songs I really loved, especially "It Takes Two" with Poppy and her sister and the Bro Zone. But yeah, I read this movie 100. I'm glad I got to see it when it first came out.
I told you we needed more glitter.
Thank you for bringing up that meme. Anyway, next up. Well, hang on. Have any of you seen Tintin?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do we know about the Night Professor with Eddie Murphy?
Yes, we did.
Okay, just I suggest that.
Yeah,
Street Fighter.
I already told Joseph we already talked about it.
Okay. Have we talked about 100 Dalmatians?
No.
Well, this is an 1996 one. That's a live action, so skip. Okay. Next gen.
Yeah, this is the movie Mastermind suggested. So go ahead, Mastermind.
Okay, so basically, this is a Netflix movie. Like, so basically, this is all kind of like a reference to Big Hero 6. Like Big Hero 6, like a young teenager meets a friendly robot who helps them. And like basically this is about a girl who like had family problems. Like her father broke up with her mother, and now she's trying to live her life without her father and try to help her mother. And suddenly like everything's like the future. There are robots everywhere and flying cars. And also, of course, like she goes to a laboratory where the all the mini robots are being built, and suddenly she finds a really cool robot, a robot that was built with weapons inside. And basically they like he tries to be nice to her and help her out, and like yeah, they hang out together, and suddenly the next thing they know, one of them a man who the man that worked at the robot factory was apparently a robot too, and he had a big robot henchman with him. And like and suddenly they both fought him and stuff, and like the big robot took out the the main robot of the story took out the big robot, but not all the way, because he had all his memories deleted and he was powered off. And then the robot, the girl comes and helps out, and she smashes the big robot's head off. And the human robot just broke out, and she brought the good robot back to life. And suddenly at the end they play soccer together with some friends.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been meaning to like see that sometime, but thanks for the info.
Yep, hope you get to see it sometime. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And wait, what's your ranking for it?
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Nice. All right. Next one, please.
Mitchell's versus the Machine.
Also suggested by Mastermind before you also talk about it.
Of course,
Wasn't
yeah.
this called something else before? It was called Mitchell's versus Machines.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be called Connected, which kind of made sense. I kind of enjoyed that, but like, I get this is all right. It's still an epic movie. It's just better titles Connected.
Yep. And would you
Okay.
like to explain this one together, Fresh?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, like you and I both did like the voice for it.
Yep. And yeah, I enjoyed that. Okay,
Same
so I'll
here.
go first. So this movie is about a girl who was having troubles with her family, and like, in the beginning she says we all want to be the perfect family, and we start off from picture day to picky eaters. And she says for her family, probably the machine apocalypse, because apparently the robots from the PAL company was invading the earth and capturing all the humans. And the family does their best to try and stop the machine apocalypse. And Fresh, would you like to go?
Yeah. Like it all focuses on Katie, who wants to like be accepted into like animation school wise, because like she's an aspiring director, filmmaker, whatever you want to say. But yeah, it's up until when after her father broke her laptop, they decide to take one last time at being a family. They decide to take a road trip to Katie's school, and like of course other hijinks ensues and stuff like that. It's up until like the robots come to just like collect them up, except for two who are defective, and it's not really like all that much like big and scary. They just ally with them.
Yep. And they try to be like humans. So like one of them tries to eat an orange, but it just squished onto them. And after that, they just hide behind a stand and take a marker and just draw faces on their screens.
And also the cause of all this, it's all due to like Eric Andre's character. He decides, like, even though he still cares about the like the phone pal, he decides to just like update to something bigger and better. That's where the robots came from. And Pal decides like she's just not gonna take being rejected, like, kindly. So she decides to just like imprison like all the humans in order to for the technology to be like the dominant species or something like that.
Yep. And of course, she got more smarter than ever. She put a PAL chip in every technology in the mall, and also she even built these black and red robots that kill more people than the white robots do.
Whoa, I mean, that's a little bit dark. I mean, like, even though they are meant to be like much more competent robots, I wouldn't really say it would kill them, bro.
Well, I mean, didn't you see their arms? Their arms are like blades, and one of them just like the two of the robots were making fun of the black robots, and that one up just appeared behind both of them and starts slicing them up.
I mean, well, even though it was Pal's intention to probably kill them, I mean, like, it was kind of a little bit dark to actually just show it. I mean, they just only did it with the robots only. And, well, things kind of get much more hectic as well. Like, yeah, they, like, the Mitchells, they avoiding just being captured and everything. They do all they can in order to get to Pal. But it's not until that Pal reveals, like, the message of Katie saying that she doesn't really admit all the things she said about her dad, that the parents get captured and it's up to Katie to just save the world.
Yep. And of course, Linda Mitchell, she gets furious, and when she sees that Eric got captured, and then she starts going on a rampage on the black and red robots.
And that right there, that's true mama bear power.
Yep.
Yeah, you mess my kid, I mess with you.
Look upon me in fear.
Right.
I gotta say, Maya Rudolph did a good performance.
Oh yeah, I forgot Maya isn't in this.
Yeah. But of course, and one of definitely the best parts of the movie is definitely Live Your Life, because that was Katie and Rick's song that they sang, and they started playing it while they were fighting the black and red robots.
And yeah, while that did give me some nostalgia too, because it's one of the classic throwback songs. And even though some of the stuff is kind of dated, it's still kind of a little bit hilarious, a little bit. And so they ultimately defeat Pal, and it might look like Katie is not really well, but it's all just a little bit of a joke, like, haha, gotcha. So they ultimately go to Katie's college, and they're still connected as a family, and they just go about their lives, decide to take a road trip to DC to be hailed as heroes, and my God, that's amazing.
And the robot and Eric and Eric and Deborah Bot become part of the family, and they go to Washington DC with them.
So overall, it's one of the best Sony animated movies ever.
Yep, for sure.
All right then, and how would you rate this movie?
Infinity.
All right then. Next up, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah, I'd say we should all talk about this.
Well, I haven't seen it, so you guys.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
I'll let Bliss talk about it first.
No, I was about to say I could explain the ending. You guys could explain your first parts.
Okay, so well, we really never seen the short films because they're on Disney Plus, but it takes place after that, so it's kind of confusing. But long story short, basically Rocket is feeling neglected and whatnot, and also at the same time, Quill is drunk because he's still depressed. The fact that the whole situation, Mantis apparently is her brother. Again, you have to watch the short film on Disney Plus to understand it. It's weird, but this random guy came down and injured Rocket so badly that he had a special thing inside of that which triggered him kill and stuff. So they need to like take him to the guy that like made him basically. So we get a flashback of how he's young. He was experimented on. He made friends, but uh, they were killed by this guy, high priestess or whatever. No, high evolutionary. That's what the guy is.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just all a whole lot of shebang and whatnot. And but actually, Rocket got as alive again and stuff. So
Yep.
Mastermind, would you like to
And
say more?
yep. And his friends that he met on the lab he was made by, like, he met an otter named Lila. He met a walrus named Teeths. And he called himself Teeths because of his tusks. And
Yeah.
he also met a bunny named Floors, because, well, apparently the bunny named herself Floor because she likes laying on the floor.
Really?
Yeah, it's just weird. But yeah, like and also basically here's what I'll say about Lila. Like, it wasn't when I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it wasn't the first time. Like, the first time I heard about Lila was when I played Guardians of the Galaxy The Telltale.
Really?
Yeah. It showed a flashback of Rocket and Lila. And yeah, of course, But in the MCU, like, basically compared to Lila from Guardians of the Galaxy The Telltale and Volume 3, like, Lila in the game The Telltale, Lila has both her arms and she's wearing a vest. But in the MCU, she wears her vest, but she has robot arms. And of course, the sad moment, Guardians of Rocket tries to free them out of there. But of course, just like what Christian said, they all get killed. And Rocket's the only one alive from his flashback.
Yeah, but what I was expecting is where Rocket start clawing out His face, which he deserved because he's a dick. But man, that was just so unexpected.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then finally, after that, like, Rocket almost died, but he comes back after his long coma. And then, he goes back into the ship where he was made, and he saves all those baby raccoons and all the other animals that were captured in there.
Yeah.
And Mantis, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, during the middle of this, what do you guys think of the new character that was brought to the MCU, Adam Warlock? What is your opinion?
Didn't he appear in any of the cartoons, like either Superhero Squad or
Yes, he did. That's how I got introduced to Adam Warlock. Like, yes, Adam Warlock in Superhero Squad was the guardian of the Soul Stone, but when Thanos got the Infinity Gauntlet in the Soul Stone, he trapped him in the Soul Stone. But when Silver Surfer turned to the Dark Surfer, he was trapped in the Soul Stone with Adam Warlock until the ending of the Superhero Squad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like Adam in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, in the movie, Rocket finally admits that he's a raccoon, because then he says, "My name is Rocket Raccoon."
Yeah, that was a great line.
Yeah.
Yep. And also, there were even aliens on that ship, and, like, Mantis decides to keep those 3 aliens as pets. Yep. But anyways, would you like to explain some of it, Blitz?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna make the joke first. That from a recent news. If you're famous, does that mean you're in Spider-Man? No, but I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy. No, you weren't. Are you freaking kidding me? I was the voice of Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. My opinion to this movie, I did say this was like the only good MC movie of 2023. What I can say about the ending now with Groot and Rocket is that now they have their own, Guardians of the Galaxy team, which I liked. And then with Star-Lord, he's back on Earth living with his grandfather.
Yeah, because he hasn't been on Earth ever since he's been abducted by Yondu. So yeah, I'm glad he actually returned to Earth.
Yeah.
Yep. And also, what's cool is, after Yondu's death, like, one of Yondu's men finally became exactly like Yondu. Like, he learned how to use the spear right.
Yeah. But
this is where I got curious because now that since Chris Pratt's like Star Lord is back on Earth, technically he's the only person now to know about Spider-Man because remember no one now nobody remembers him. But since technically Star Lord and anybody else was not on Earth at the time, he's still one of the ones that know about Peter.
That is true, because
Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't affected by the mind wipe. He was out in space, so he should be okay. So
Yeah.
maybe, theoretically, if there was a movie that talked about like, maybe he might run into Peter somehow.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, once the movie ended, it said Star Lord will return. So I believe that means Star Lord's going to get his own movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It was great.
Yep.
Infinity. All right. Mastermind suggested this too, Turning Red, and I've actually got to see it, but I'll let you about it first, Mastermind.
Okay, so this was a Disney movie that was released in 2022. And yeah, like basically
I thought it was
this movie is
2021.
about like no, actually it came out in 2022. Like
Yeah, let me double check.
so basically this movie is about like a girl who was like spending time with her family.
Okay,
like,
you're right. It is 2022. I'm sorry.
It's alright. But anyways, basically this is about a girl named Maylin Lee. She was like hanging out with her mom and dad and she was having good times and stuff. And then suddenly one day she realizes she was also hanging out with her friends, and then suddenly one day she got herself in trouble. Like when she came home, she started drawing like anime pictures of her and the store employee from the Daisy Mart, and then suddenly the mother looked at it and she was shocked, and
And
then
she went to the store where he worked and showed it to him.
yeah,
There-
she honestly, that's not cool. Like, to be honest, she was like in that movie, the mother was definitely the bad guy because she kept on embarrassing Maylin Lee.
Yeah, and even like if she thought she was having, the thing where girls have periods, she decided to sneak in, trying to go to May and trying to give her the stuff, for the period, which was a no-no.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what this movie is kind of like all about. It's all about puberty. That's what led to Malin turning into a red panda.
Yep. And
Yeah,
of course,
because it's
yep,
like a family generation thing. Apparently, it only works for the women.
yep.
But go ahead, that's
And of
fine.
course, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Like while later at that night, also by the way, here's another thing. Like, there's an Easter egg. Like, the part like if you look at Maylin Lee's journal where she drew those pictures of those anime pictures of her and the store clerk, there's like a sticker on her journal of the bunny from the Disney short clip Burrow.
I have never heard of that actually.
Yep. And yeah, like basically like then after that she throws her journal away in the trash, and then while she's asleep she has a nightmare like of like creepy things like of the store clerk as a merman, the red panda statues bust exploding, and red pandas crawling everywhere, and lots of other stuff. Then the next thing after that, she wakes up and she realizes now she has her red panda.
Yep.
And also
And then eventually her mother explained to her that this has happened before, that she has it and her mother and then her aunts and stuff, and then a whole shebang, like friends do a party thing and stuff, and then later on this guy which like picks on her a
Tyler.
lot. I'm sorry?
Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler,
Tyler
thank you.
was the bully.
Yeah. He bullied her so bad she turned to panda form because emotions like trigger and stuff depending, and she went all bonkers on that dude. But then later
And she tried to kill him.
she then snuck into the concert which she wasn't supposed to, and her mother got so angry she released her gigantic
Yep.
Yeah, her red panda form is really big.
Yep.
It's a
The
little
size
hard
of
to explain,
Godzilla.
but you should watch the movie to understand it more if you're interested. But overall, long story short, everything is back to normal. Of course, May still has her panda form, whole lot of shenanigan. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this movie when I saw it on DVD. It was actually really good. I really,
Yep.
yeah. So I
And of
give it a
course,
10.
yeah. And there was also a secret. If you watch all the way over the credits, like there's a secret scene after the credits where like we see the dad dancing in the basement, listening to Fort Town music, and he goes,
Oh
"You
wow.
know it's us, yeah."
Okay
Yep.
then, I wasn't expecting that.
Yep.
Have we talked about Shrek the Third?
No.
Oh. Well,
And yeah, I
since you
give
don't like the movie, I don't have to talk about it, so I can skip that.
I give Turning Red a 10 out of 10 as well.
Since I don't like it, the hell? I didn't see it that much. Don't assume things. How dare you?
I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I'll skip it. But I'll save it for another time.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the latest installment of Indiana Jones.
Yep. Anyways, I'll explain this. Okay, so this movie was released in 2023, and like basically, this was the new Indiana Jones movie, and like, cause a lot of people have basically wanted Indiana Jones, and like, so basically, those of you who didn't notice, of course, Indiana Jones was made by the same company that made Star Wars, Lucasfilms,
Yes.
cause Yep, because the actor who played Han Solo played Indy, and like basically, here's what I've heard. I heard some people have told me that the actor for Han Solo was getting tired of playing Han Solo, and the last time he played him was in the ninth Star Wars, as a memory, and of course, in 2023 we get the new Indiana Jones, and like basically how this one goes, like Indiana Jones is still fighting the Nazis, and like in this one basically the Nazis like were attacking him and following him where he goes.
Hey, Mastermind.
Yes.
What do you call a blind German?
What?
A Nazi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. But anyways, yeah, like the Nazis follow him everywhere he goes in there, and like they killed one of his friends. And of course, but after that they managed to escape, and like apparently he had help from a woman and a young teenager, and like the young teenager was trying to escape from a big Nazi, and suddenly he managed to do it. Like he unhandcuffed himself and handcuffed the not as they were like falling through the water. Like the young teenager handcuffed the Nazi to like some bars, and he managed to escape. And the big Nazi was left to drown. And yeah, he finally managed to escape him. Then after that, yeah, they go to the Nazi military area, and they take plane rides, and they go to like some kind of magic tornado in the sky, and it's like a time portal, and like they find a place where there's like war going on. And after that, like the Nazis were defeated, and after that, the next thing we know, the woman knocked Indy out unconscious, because apparently Indy was wanting to stay in that universe, but she forced him to come home. And then after that, the next thing we know, we are back in Indy's apartment, and Indy finds his wife. And after that, the movie ends with Indy's hat hanging off, and then Indiana Jones grabs it. And yeah, I will say this Indiana Jones, I really enjoyed it. It was so epic.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And how would you rate this?
I'd rate it an infinity out of 10. Any opinions? If y'all seen it?
I've never seen any of the Indiana Jones films.
I do have an opinion though. It would be cool to see Indiana Jones versus Red Skull, since you mentioned Nazis.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, next up, Meg 2.
The Meg too. Okay, let's talk. Okay, restaurant, go ahead.
Okay, so of course, just like in the first Meg movie, we still get the same actor, the main character, Jason Statham, who is one of the actors for Fast and Furious. And like just like in the first Meg movie, he kills megalodons. And in this one, there are now 3 megalodons. Like 2 of them are evil, one of them is friendly. And also, not only are there the megalodons, but there was more. Apparently, like in the beginning of the second Megalodon Meg movie, there are also these dinosaurs that are the size of Komodo dragons. And like apparently
Wow.
they didn't go extinct. Some of them didn't go extinct apparently. And like in the beginning, like we start off with like the dinosaur land where these weird Komodo dragon shaped dinosaurs were like eating another dinosaur. And then suddenly a T-Rex comes and eats one of them. And then suddenly a megalodon jumps out of the water and devours the T-Rex. Yep. Then after that, like after this, we like the next thing we know, we see the one of the megalodons, the friendly one, as a pet in like an aquarium. And yeah, like Jason Statham, yeah, he's like fighting off some bad guys and stuff. And Christian and Blitzy, would you like to explain some?
I
I didn't
never
really.
seen Meg.
Sorry, I
see
didn't mean to
Meg.
say Christian. I meant to say Blitz.
I didn't really see the second movie. I just prefer the first one, and to be honest, the franchise. I just prefer Jaws in my opinion.
Understandable. And yeah, like so basically they go down after that they like all put on diving suits and they go down into the trench and there's like some ocean spiders, crabs, and there's like even baby octopus. And suddenly one of them got killed by a kraken. And also they're even fighting off these like these Komodo dragon shaped dinosaurs that are swimming in the water. And after that, they go to like a beach where everyone's having a good time. And suddenly the Kraken is attacking some of them. And the bad guys go there too. And they were also like fighting off those dinosaurs. And then after that, they were like, Jason Statham was fighting the megalodons, and he manages to kill them. Like he kills one with a spear with an explosive on it, and he kills the other one with a helicopter wing. And then after that, like they see one more megalodon, but it was the friendly one, and the friendly megalodon doesn't eat them. And also, but the friendly megalodon was helpful because the Kraken was still attacking, but the Kraken wraps its tentacles around the friendly megalodon, and suddenly the megalodon manages to escape through him, and she eats the Kraken. And yeah, then after that, the movie ends with everyone going back to celebrating at the beach.
And how would you rate this?
I would rate this a 10 out of 10 because I enjoyed it. Like I love watching Megalodon movies.
Cool.
And
yeah, go ahead.
again, and yeah, again, if y'all are a big fan of Jason Statham, yeah, he's the main character of both Megalodon movies.
I got introduced to Jason Statham and Spy, starring him and Melissa McCarthy.
I got introduced to him in this movie called Homefront.
I got introduced to him in Fast and Furious.
Hmm.
All right, then next up, Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, surprising movie. I didn't see it, but based on a true story, yeah, that was surprising.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, like, and so yeah, just like what Blitzy said, this is a true story, but The only thing is, it didn't go on a killing spree. Like, a bear did get into cocaine, but it didn't go on a killing spree. Like, so basically in this movie, we start off with a guy throwing bags of cocaine out of a plane. And then after that, he jumps off, but he accidentally died because when he jumped off, he bumped his head onto the plane door and fell off. And also, unfortunately, like, the bear finds cocaine and she starts eating it. And after that, she goes on a killing spree. And yeah, it's like craziness. And like, I heard a lot of people say, my mom even said that that movie was dumb. And yeah, like, basically the bear, like, it was like killing lots of people like crazy. And like, also the cocaine bear, like, the cocaine bear even made the bear, like, was even faster. Like, I think the cocaine made the bear like run fast because it was chasing after an ambulance, and suddenly, like, it just jumped at it and managed to like make it inside. And also, like, and also, of course, the bear even had bear cubs, and yep, the bear cubs even ate the cocaine.
Oh dear.
Yep. And suddenly, one of the characters in there were a bad guy, and he wanted the cocaine all to himself so he can make money out of it. And suddenly, like, he kicks the bear cubs and made the cocaine bear fall. But suddenly, when the cocaine bear sniffed it, it made the cocaine bear wake up, and she managed to kill the bad guy. And then after that, the movie ends with the two people recording the bears, and the bears were looking at them. That means they were going to kill them. And yeah.
And how would you rate this?
I give it a 9 out of 10.
That much for
Okay.
Yep. But
And
also
next
there are
up,
even secret scenes in there.
Okay.
Yeah, like I saw the movie as well. No disrespect to Elizabeth Banks who directed this movie, but it wasn't really all that much good for me.
Yeah, understandable. But yeah. And yeah, of course, the movie also had secret scenes where, like, the guys, like, two guys became friends together, and like one guy, like, he was like trying
Hi,
to
movie
find a
watcher.
truck to ride. That's all.
Tommy.
And yeah,
Movie?
that's all I got to say about Cocaine Bear now.
Hello, Christian.
Been a while. How have you been?
I'm doing good. I just got back from church.
And how was it?
It was all right. We were celebrating a little kid's birthday today.
Oh, well, happy birthday to that kid.
Well, he just turned 5 years old.
Oh, that's nice. I hope you had a good birthday.
Yeah, we had pizza, we had cake. It was a good one. I wasn't
Oh,
sure
I thought it was.
I wasn't sure I was gonna make it back, but at least I made it back in time.
Well, you did, and yeah, we're just got a few movies left. Unless you have some movies you want to talk about real quick.
Sure, I do have one that I want to talk about.
Well, you can put it in a private chat. I could talk about it once we get there. But okay, next up is whoops, wrong one. FNAF movie.
Go ahead, Mastermind.
Okay, so this one I saved for last because I know for sure everyone waited for this one. Okay, so back in 2018, the company that makes horror movies, Blumhouse, yeah, they announced that the FNAF movie would come out in 2020, but unfortunately, the release date in 2020 got delayed due to lots of problems and, of course, COVID-19. So that's why, like, it took longer, and like they moved it to 2023, and of course, they released the first trailer for it, and we've all been waiting for the FNAF movie for years, and then we finally got it. So in this movie, basically the characters look exactly like they do in the game, except there was one difference. Bonnie was like more blue, and yeah, like yep. And also, they even show references to other FNAF games. Like they added Balloon Boy in there, but Balloon Boy is like a tiny figure. And also, of course, Vanessa was in there, like, but like, yeah, like she wasn't her van. She wasn't dressed like Vanny. She was just a normal security guard. And of course, William Afton, aka Shaggy from Scooby Doo, was in there.
Yeah, Matthew Lizard. But go on.
Yeah, and yeah, of course, William Afton came there, and he was dressed up as Springtrap, and like he brought a knife, and also like Michael, the night guard Mike, like he was having nightmares. Like he had a dream where he met the children that possessed the animatronics, and yeah, like then after that, they like the children were explaining to him stuff, and like basically um then after that, the girl, like Mike's sister, like she draws a picture of what really happened. Like she showed that she showed that William Afton killed them when they were kids, and after that the animatronics got furious at him and they attacked him, and the cupcake bites off a piece of the Springtrap suit, and it showed the endoskeleton inside part of it. And suddenly after that, the suit starts hurting William Afton, and he puts on, while the suit was killing him, he then puts on his mask and he says, "I always come back." And after that, like while he was like still hurting in his suit, the animatronics drag him, and Michael, Vanessa, and his sister escape, and the pizzeria starts falling down. And yeah, like after that, like the family, Michael, Vanessa, and his sister, like start being a happy family. Then after that, we go back to the pizzeria and we see that William Afton is dying in there now, and the kid that was inside the Freddy suit closes the door as William Afton dies. And then, but also, of course, the best part was like another cool thing. They added the Five Nights at Freddy's song made by the Living Tombstone. And then, but also they even added a secret ending where like we see the taxi driver, and suddenly the Balloon Boy figure enters his car, and then he starts freaking out. And yeah, when y'all like, if any of y'all seen this movie, would any of y'all like to explain it?
We have not seen it.
I mean, I wish I could.
All right.
Movie Watcher, we already talked about that movie in the past, the one you just put.
Oh, which one?
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
But anyways,
Okay.
for the FNAF movie, I give it a 100 out of 10.
I agree with him. It's good.
All right. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And how do you talk about Cars 2?
We talked about the first one, but I guess Cars 2 is exceptional. But go ahead.
Okay, Nightstart suggested this. So this is the sequel that came out, what, 2010 or 2011?
11.
Thank you. Okay, so this movie basically focuses on Mater as the main character instead of Lightning McQueen, and it's a different turn. It's like a lot of spy stuff, like and it's like James Bond. A lot of people didn't like it for some reason, but I actually enjoyed it as a kid because it was like really cool, like how they're like spy cars and stuff, and yeah, great voice cast, especially the Michael. Oh shoot! Oh, yeah, Michael Caine. Yeah,
Michael Caine.
Yeah, as Ben Missile, and thank you, Michael, because he had started retire from acting, But he did great. Give us a lot of great movies, and he also got to play Alfred in one of the Batman movies.
The Christopher Nolan trilogy. You could just say that.
Well, I don't watch the Batman movies enough, but thank you for clarifying that, Blitz.
Shocking.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, it focuses on Mater, and at one time he went to one of Lightning's races. He messed up like his winning, got mad at him and stuff, and then this guy named Sir Axelrod is creating some gasoline called Axelrod. All in all, that explodes upon impact. I saying that you shouldn't buy it, whatnot, and then long story short, Mater started like tell the truth about Sir Axelrod, that he's a fraud and he's the one that set the bomb and whatnot. He's the true main villain. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this movie. I don't care what other people say. This movie rocked. I give it an infinity. Any other thoughts for you guys?
No, you
I've
said
seen Cars 2 as well. It's a great movie.
Well, I'm glad you think so. All right then. Oh, Blitz just okay. I gotta go, but okay, I had to go. Okay, so I guess we'll have to do that. All right then, Ruby Gilman. Yeah, I got to see this on DVD as well. This is a DreamWorks movie, basically taking elements from Little Mermaid. Like this one character resembles Ariel, and switching roles. Instead of the Kraken being the bad guy, it's the mermaid being the bad guy. And so it all stars this young teenager named Ruby Gilman who lies that she's from Canada and stuff. But what she soon discovers that when she's wet, she like has like tentacles and gills and whatnot. That she's a kraken, and turns out their friend Chelsea is a 1,000-year-old enemy of the krakens and whatnot. And long story short, they defeat Chelsea and stuff, and everyone accepts Ruby as who she is, whatnot. It's actually a really good movie. The animation was actually spectacular, and I actually enjoyed the cast too. And I read this movie a 10. All right then. Blitz suggested it, but he had to go. So, Fresh, would you like to say this?
All right, yes. Before the show, which is so much better in my opinion, came to fruition. I guess Jimmy Neutron starts out as like yes, this boy genius who struggles to fit in, but inadvertently sends a message that leads to aliens, and that's what causes them to just kidnap all the parents in Retroville. So now it's up to Jimmy and friends in order to just get them back, and that's like really basically about it. It was decent in my opinion. Like everything was a little bit like all right and stuff. It's basically the music that really got to me. It kind of like gave me a little bit of joy. But yeah, again, the show was just much more better. And it's a little bit like some changes here and there, like the designs, how the characters are and stuff. It's kind of fascinating.
And in the trailer, the main villain, the king, was originally going to be voiced by Kevin McAllister, but in the movie, he's voiced by Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, it's a good casting choice. He did like excellent.
Yeah. So I don't know why they changed it, but I wish we could have seen Kevin McAllister in a way, even though he was supposed to voice the king. But overall, I saw this on VHS a couple years ago, only once, and yeah, I actually enjoyed this movie. It's actually pretty good, and like you said, Fresh, the show was a bit better, but yeah, the movie was still a great start for a show. I rated it a 10.
Yeah, I was 8.
All right, then you suggest this, Fresh? Violent Night. Oh,
Yeah,
there it goes.
focuses around like these mercenaries. They're like robbing this mansion on Christmas Eve, and well, it's up to Santa to just save everyone. So at first I thought it was like a little bit dull, but everything got much more better when John Leguizamo came on screen, and everything just got instantly better. Like I just do like this part with this girl setting up these Home Alone like traps, and well, well, of course, like Santa, like he's a bad artist. Everything about it was just awesome.
Hmm. Hello.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I was like, what was the whole like? What was there a glitch or something? Because like I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do we talk about Santa Claus?
Hey, I don't like we didn't discuss before. That does depend if we ever saw any of these movies.
Well, have you seen Santa Claus?
What?
Have you watched Santa Claus?
No.
Oh, okay. We can skip that. Save it for another time. Uh, you seen Minions vs. Gru?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bring that up. So this is a sequel to Minions. This came out many years later. Evolved around the Minions, of course, grew other events of Minions and stuff. And yeah, he Gru starts to like try to become a villain, be part of this one team until like later on they start turning on him and stuff. And this guy called was it Hard Knuckles or something like that?
Wild Knuckles.
Thank you, Wild Knuckles. And sadly, the guy that played him, Alan Rickman, he passed away.
Yes.
Yeah, but he did really great. I seen many movies like Burt Wonderstone and Get Smart, and also the third Santa Claus movie, and also a movie called Going in Style. He was a great actor. But yes, Rise of Gru was a great movie that came out 2023. I enjoyed it. I don't know if there will be a third one of this, but there will be a Despicable Movie 4, which I am really excited to see.
Same here.
And I read that's a 10. Also, just as I said, did you hear that Emmett Walsh passed away? Yeah, I just heard about it. Apparently, he plays some Cosmic Owl character in Adventure Time.
Okay. Well,
Anyway,
at first, what?
no, go ahead.
Okay, at first that was Jeremy Shada, but well, shocking to hear that. Like, so he was the second voice of Cosmic Owl.
All right, then Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Let's put in there. So yeah, of course, taking place after the first movie. This time involving Mouse Chills per Hour, which he made a cameo as a ending cutscene, and this involved Knuckles being the main antagonist. Then Eggman came back and stuff, and epic battle ensues, and Sonic became Supersonic. And it's really awesome, and I can't wait for Sonic 3, which will come out soon, and we'll still try and figure out who's voicing Shadow, because they still haven't announced that yet.
Secondary antagonists, like of course Eggman is the main one.
Right. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was spectacular. I enjoyed it very much. I give it infinity.
Same here. Like it really did like push like all like everything like the first one had with much more epicness.
Yep. Next up, Boy Next Door. Have you seen this, or was it only Blitz that's seen this?
Oh, like yeah. Well, of course, like he saw this, like he told me, but I haven't seen it. So.
Okay. My super ex-girlfriend. I definitely seen this, but I'll let you talk about it first, Fresh.
Are you sure about that? I don't know. Okay,
No, I don't mind. I mean, we can talk about it there, but you can talk about it first, then I can talk about it more.
Okay, so it starts off with like the world's greatest superhero, like G Girl, and like ultimately like gets with Luke Wilson, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so like they begin to like start like a little bit of a relationship, but it's up until where like G Girl gets all crazy and stuff about like not really having much of a normal life aside from being a superhero. So after like she gets dumped, like she just sets to make his life a living hell.
Yeah.
And boy, she is wild and crazy. Like, she's like being so forceful and stuff, and he's trying to find ways to avoid her, but it just turns to a lot of whole shebang. She started like torturing him with a chainsaw. Well, I think that was a dream, but she threw a freaking shark at his apartment.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how crazy she is. And yeah, but I did enjoy this movie. It's like one of my favorite movies that Luke Wilson starred in. I haven't seen it in so long, but I would love to see it again. I rate it at 10.
I mean, yeah, it really could have like done much more, but I guess it was kind of like cool where Anna Faris got powers and became her sidekick eventually.
Yeah, but I still don't know what the G means in G Girl. That's just weird. Anyway, next up, Captain Underpants. Tra la la. All right then. Fresh, you go ahead. Start again.
So yeah, it does start off with the classic story of George and Harold like being best friends, creating comic books together, with their greatest one being Captain Underpants. It's not until where Mr. Krupp gets fed up with their bull crap and decides to just put them in separate classes to annihilate their friendship. So they hypnotize him into Captain Underpants, and a lot of different hijinks ensues in order for them to just stay together at all times. Well, meanwhile, Professor Poopy Pants takes under the guise of a teacher and eventually becomes a supervillain and decides to just take over the world with living toilets. And well, ultimately, it is up for Captain Underpants to just save the day, where he eventually gains superpowers. And yeah, while everything may be back to normal the way it was, they're off to another, like, here we go again, another Captain Underpants. And I gotta say,
Yep.
it is really cool. Like, I remember reading many of the books as a kid and seeing it come to life, like on the big screen. It was very fascinating. It was humorous. It was heartwarming. It was
They
everything.
also made a series out of it on Netflix.
Yes.
And yeah, this movie was pretty good. The jokes were a bit off and stuff, a bit crazy, but I still enjoyed it despite the jokes.
Because it's part of the source material, it relies on toilet humor because that's how it is. That's how it works.
Yeah, but I rate it a 9 out of 10. And lastly, Tyrant Inferno. Did you suggest this movie, Watcher?
Yeah, I did.
All right, go ahead.
A dedication ceremony at the world's tallest skyscraper turns into a high-rise catastrophe when an electrical flare-up causes a raging fire, trapping the society's most prominent citizens on the top floor. Winner of 3 Academy Awards, this spectacular suspense thriller features dazzling special effects and a star-studded cast, including Paul Newman, Steve McQueen, William Holden, and Faye Dunaway. Now, basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is that there was a dedication ceremony party in honor of the opening of the new glass tower in San Francisco. It was fun at first, but then later things weren't going as well because someone fucked up the wiring, causing a fire to start on the 81st floor. Then seconds later, it started spreading all over the place. The fire department had to be called. They tried to do whatever they can, but the fire was spreading so fast, it was starting to engulf the entire building. So now the fire department has mere moments to save all those people. And in the end of the movie, they decided to blow up the 2 huge water tanks 2 floors above the 135th floor to kill the fire.
So it's like a pretty scary movie.
Yes, I've been wanting to get this one on DVD, and I finally got it.
And how would you rate?
I would rate this movie an infinity.
All right, then.
What about?
And yeah, I haven't seen it. I never even heard of it.
Oh, yeah, just so you know, today is Steve McQueen's birthday.
Oh,
He's the guy who played Chief Michael O'Halloran of the San Francisco Fire Department.
interesting. All right then. That should do it. I think this was a pretty extreme.
Yes, it was.
Would be.
And yeah, I'm glad to do this again. It was Bloods and Restaurant just again about the new and old movies. And yes, thank you all for joining in, and I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.
Yes,
All right. See ya.